everybody, it's Michelle, and today I've got for you a quick morning mat Pilates routine. So it's the perfect way to get your body moving for the day with some nice gentle stretches, some focused breathing, and some other fun stuff. Okay, so we're gonna start sitting down on our mat to get started. All right, so come on down to the floor. You're gonna have your feet about hip width apart in front of you. Hands are going to rest on your shins. Gently pull against the knees with your arms to help you sit up tall and take a nice breath in. Now, as you exhale, you're just going to fold over your legs. You can use a little bit of that grip to help you fold. And then as you inhale, come back up. Very good. A few more times. So just allowing the weight of the head to bring you into that flexion. Yes, as you exhale, gently feel those abdominals draw back into the spine. Keep some space between your torso and your thighs. Very good. Now this time, let's stay here and take 3 extra breaths, just holding this fold. When you breathe in, feel the air really expanding into the backs and sides of the ribs, and then feel those abdominals draw up on the exhale. Good. Finish up your last breath here and then just restack your spine. Very good. All right, now change your grip so your hands are holding onto the backs of your thighs. You're going to pull with your arms, lift your heart up to the ceiling, and take a nice back extension. Now, roll away from your legs, keep the grip of the hands, and go into a rounded back. Do that again. So we're really using the arms to pull our body forward and then support us as we go back. Yeah, and this should feel like a nice active stretch for the spine. Yeah, so we get nice and stretched between the shoulder blades on the way back, maybe even into the low back. And then we get a nice opening for the heart, for the chest as we sit up tall. Yeah, 2 more times. Just get some good free movement going here. Should feel good. Yes. 1 last time. Very good. All right, now change your grip so you're holding on to just one thigh. Now your other leg, I want you to just lift and lower your foot a couple times. Yeah, if we're just waking up, our feet probably need to wake up a little bit too. So see how far you can pull those toes off of the floor. Now leave your foot flexed, slide your leg out until it's straight, and now we're going to go into those same half rollbacks, but with one leg extended. So you're lifting your chest at the top, flexing and rolling back. And if your legs slide back and forth a little bit, that is totally fine. Yes, so getting that nice range, lowering, and then lifting. Good. 2 more times. Again, feeling that stretch in the upper back as we roll away. Good. Now release the hands to the mat and just take a stretch forward. Glide the fingers as far towards the feet as you can, and then inhale, stack up tall. Good. So I've got my hands on either side of both of the legs. Inhale, stack. Very good. 2 more times. Feel those fingertips get progressively further on each stretch. Very good. And then up. So nice. Good. Now take your hands to your head, rotate towards your straight leg, and then face the front. Now go to the other side, twisting towards the bent leg, and then return. Good. If this feels uncomfortable in the hip flexor, you can slide your bent leg foot a little further away from your body. Okay, let's do that 1 more time to either side. So just getting this nice rotation happening in the spine. Now, rotate towards your straight leg, set your back hand on the floor, and reach your other arm over on the diagonal. So I'm reaching over the back corner of my mat. Now come back up, replace the hands to the head, go to the other side. I twist, set the back hand down, and take a stretch. So feeling the ribs opening. Do that 1 more time. Hands to the head to twist, to the floor and reach. Good. Keep some connection to the abdominals so we don't overextend the low back. Think of it more as a rib and upper back stretch. Very Good, you guys. All right, now this time, if you'd like, also lift your hips off the floor to get a little bigger stretch. If that's too intense this morning, keep your hip down. Let's hold here. If you're there, up in the air for another breath or two. Very good. So come back to having two bent legs. Grab on to your opposite thigh, the one that's now going to be bent, and your other foot is going to lift and lower a couple times. So this is the leg that's going to end up straight. We're just waking up the foot a little bit. Yeah, really pull the toes back. Feel a stretch for those muscles under the sole of the foot. Okay, now slide the leg out so it's long, and then start rocking back, and then sit tall. Good. Roll and then lift. So since we're holding on with our arms, we not only get the low back stretching, but up into the shoulders. And it feels really good. So it's almost like a partner stretch with your leg being your own partner. Yes, you get this nice dynamic stretch going on. Very good, you guys. One last time. All right, now sit tall, take the hands to the head, and let's start rotating. Go towards the straight leg and then towards the bent leg. Yes, adjust this sitting position as needed to make it more comfortable. Yes, hopefully the back of your pelvis is able to be nice and vertical. Good. Now let's go into those bigger stretches. You're going to twist over the straight leg, place that hand on the ground and reach up and back, and then return and switch. Yeah, and you can spend more time in these positions if you need it, or if you're feeling like you just want to move, you can power through a little bit more, okay? You decide. Now the next time you stretch over your straight leg, we've got that option to increase the stretch. So to modify, repeat that same stretch. To advance it, you're going to lift the hips and get a nice opening for the front of the body. And just breathe here. Good. Reach that top arm way back behind you. And then set the hips down and come all the way back. Very nice, you guys. All right. Okay, we're going to bend our knees again back to kind of how we started with the feet flat and the knees bent. All right, now I want you to grab one thigh, kind of like we did earlier, but now I want you to pull your knee towards your chest and then replace the foot back on the floor. Good. So just kind of feel that out a couple times. You can go any speed you would like. So we're getting a lot of flexion through this hip. So see how close you can get that knee towards your shoulder without tucking under or leaning back. Okay, so wherever that is for you. Now pause with the foot off of the floor. Keep the tight grip with your hands. You're going to tuck under and roll away from that leg. Now you go as far as you're comfortable with. Maybe your low back touches the floor, and then you're going to pull with your arms, kick the leg into the hands to sit back up tall. Good. That was a lot. So we tuck under. So now maybe you just go here till the kind of waistline of your pants touches, and then you sit back up tall. Yeah? So this should feel good. It's an opening for the low back and the shoulders, and then a little bit of connection to the abdominals, but we have the assist from the hands, so not too intense, okay? Now let's do a couple more. You can lay all the way down and all the way up if you'd like. Yeah, let's do 2 more times. And then return. So good. Last one. Good. This time stay on the floor and just hug your knee in towards your chest and then let it go a little bit. Yeah, so I pull and then release. Good. Try to keep a little gap between your low back and the mat. That's going to give you the best stretch for the back of the leg. If you're feeling like you want to add a little bit of a leg extension when you pull the leg towards you, that would give you a little more hamstring stretch. Yeah, you just kind of determine what you're ready for. Last one. Now kick the leg forward, nod your chin, and come all the way up to sitting. So good. All right, other side. Switch legs, march the foot, pull the knee to the chest, and then return. Good. So feel like you get taller as you stretch that leg rather than slumping down. Yes. Good. And wherever you're at today is just great. As long as you're moving, you are doing it. So now pause with the leg up, roll away from it. Keep this nice connection between the hands and the back of the leg. Maybe your low back touches. Now squeeze your glute and kick into the hands to roll you back up. Yes, so you determine how much is ab work. Yeah, if you just kick hard with your leg, just that connection of your arms will bring you up with minimal effort, okay? So it's more about the movement, rolling through the spine, than it is about being some crazy ab exercise, okay? Very good. Now let's get ourselves all the way down to the mat. Rest your head down, and then we're just gonna do a little deeper stretch for that leg. Pull it to the shoulder, and then release. Pull and release. Good. Leave your tail heavy on the mat. If it tucks under, we're gonna lose a lot of this leg stretch. Good. If you want to have the leg more straight as you're stretching it, be my guest, your knee probably won't come as close if that leg is extended. So good, you guys. And then one last time, bending the knee, kicking into the leg to come all the way back up to sitting. Good. All right, very nice. Now, just come back down to your backs. Good. Have your arms out in a T beside you with your palms on the floor. Feet can be a little bit wider than hip width apart. Okay, we're going to get our pelvis and our legs moving a little bit. So we're going to drop our knees to one side so they end up in kind of an S shape, and then bring the knees back to the ceiling. Yep, so I just drop the knees both to one side, and then I return. And you can send those knees as far as you like. The back knee especially, if you really reach it forward and down, you should get a nice hip flexor, psoas, kind of quad stretch. Yes, so the first knee will kind of find the ground pretty easily, but that second one, you want to give a little extra press. Okay? All right, now once your knees drop to one side, I'm going to close my arms like a book. My back arm folds over. I replace it to the floor, and then I switch. Good. I drop the knees, reach up and over till my palms meet, and then I replace and then return. Good. So I think I said palms down, but you actually want your palms up so that the hands touch together. Replace and then up. Good. So getting the spine, the hips, everything moving. Yes. So good, you guys. Let's do that one more time to each side. Yes. And if you reach that top hand a little past the bottom hand, you'll get an extra stretch between the shoulder blades. Whew. Very good. All right, now advancing that a little bit, we're going to repeat, but with the legs up in tabletop. So now we want to imprint our spine. Okay, let's start small. So you're just going to tip your shins from side to side. Yes, so I let my tabletop fall. My opposite hip comes off the mat slightly, and then I return. Good. Do that a few more times. Tip and then return. So that's a lot of work for the obliques to stay connected even in this large twist. Yes, do that a couple more times. Now, if this is enough rotation in the spine for you, you stay here, okay? There's no pressure to go into what we're gonna do next. This is a lot more stretch for the back and work for the abdominals, okay? So if you're going to move on, you're gonna let your legs fall until they touch the ground. So my knees and my ankles. So this is a huge twist. Now I reach the back arm up and over, clasp the palms together, open to return. Now here's the trick. You have to tuck under and use the abdominals to pick those legs up as one unit. Now we go the other way. My legs fall. I close the back arm over. I replace, and then here we go. Pull that back hip to the floor. So good. Few more times. I drop. I close, try to reach that top hand beyond the bottom hand, get both shoulder blades down, and then pull the belly to the spine. Whew, good. So find your rhythm, start flowing through it. Yeah, it should feel good. Oh, to get the shoulders, the back, the hips, everything in and out of these nice twists. Whew. All right, now once you come back up to tabletop, just hug your knees in towards your chest. Very good, you guys. All right, so go ahead and just kind of use your hands to kind of stir your thighs around in your hips. So like I'm drawing little circles with my kneecaps. Yeah, now reverse that and go the other way. Just a little massage for that sacrum and low back. So good. All right, place the feet on the mat hip width apart. Arms down by your sides, and then just tuck and tilt your pelvis a few times to get us moving in this direction. Yes? So I use the abdominals to draw the hips towards my ribs, and then I release. Good. Try to relax your glutes and let this be an abdominal exercise to tuck and release. All right, now turn that tucking action into the start of our bridge. So we're going to curl under, roll the spine up off the mat, hips get high, hold it here and breathe. And then I roll through the spine, try to lengthen out my back as it rolls down piece by piece. And then relax to our neutral. Do that again. Press into the backs of the arms, stretch through those hip flexors. Good. Connect the ribs and then roll back through. Good. Let's just do that one more time, and then we're going to add on an arm movement to this. Just going to feel so nice. Whew. All right, very good. Okay, tail to the mat. Now, as I roll up, by the time my hips get to the bridge, my arms are going to float and reach back over my head. Now, as I lower my hips, I'm going to circle my arms around to come back by my hips. Do that again. Curl. By the time I'm bridging, my arms are overhead, and then I roll down as the arms circle. Yes. So now you can start to flow this together a little bit more. So we don't have to hold up at the top quite so long. Just have it be a nice, smooth, continuous motion. Yes, good. One more time. It's almost like a massage for our shoulder blades a little bit into the floor with that movement. Good. Now pause at the bottom and we're going to reverse. So as the hips lift, I circle around to reach back and then arms carve through center to lower. Good. So I'm articulating the spine, tail lifts first, and then it lowers last. Good. Two more times. And again, you don't have to be too strict. We just want to get some good movement going here. So don't overthink it. Just circle the arms and lift the hips. Good. One more, you guys. Oh, so nice. Good. All right, lift those legs back up. Grab onto your shins and just nice and gentle, we're going to start with some little rocks, okay? So start just rocking your knees back and forth, kind of tuck them in and release. You can use your arms as much as you need. Now our head is going to start leaving the mat a little bit, yes? Now you can hold your shins or the backs of your thighs, whatever helps. So just some little tiny rock and rolls, okay? Now, if you'd like, start to make these a little bit bigger so you end up on your tailbone and then on your shoulder blades. Tailbone and then shoulder blades. Good. So our back is maintaining this C curve. Oh, and it feels like a nice massage for the spine. Rolling up and then down. Very good. Making sure the head doesn't smack into the floor behind you. Whew. Okay, let's do that 3 more times. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Draw the abs into the spine. Good. Now on your last one, I want you to, however you're able to, put your feet on the floor and help yourself up so that you're bent, folded over your legs. So now I'm going to scoot back so you can see me. So get your feet on the floor, your hands on the floor, and just be tucked up into a ball. So even if you had to step or shift or adjust to get up here, just join me here. Okay? So now all I'm going to do is stretch my knees a little bit and then rebend them. Yes. So the closer I keep my torso to my thighs, the deeper the stretch is going to be. Yes, so kind of balance that out. If your knees are going to get all the way straight, the chest will have to come away from your thighs a little bit. Okay, now try to just let gravity draw your head down so you don't have to actively hold it up. Last two. Last one. Now pause with as straight of legs as you're comfortable with. And I just want you to shake your head like you're saying yes. So let it swing, totally relaxed. And then shake your head no. Good. Now soften the backs of the knees, drop the tail, and roll up to standing very slowly. Amazing, you guys. Okay, I hope you're feeling energized and a little stretched out and ready for your day. If you enjoyed that, please give it a like. Leave me a comment down below if you have any requests for future videos or any feedback for me. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, be sure to do that. Please share this video with a friend, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.